We are gonna play Kathy Rain 2 today a little bit. We are sponsored today, very excited. And important to know that, same with me, if you haven't played the first one, it does not stop you from playing Kathy Rain 2. You do not have to know the story to play this one. It is out now on PC with a discount of 10%, and you get a bigger discount if you buy the pack for Kathy Rain 1 and 2, the Kathy Rain Saga, so you get both games with a discount. I have a link to Steam if you're on YouTube in the future. I'll have it in the video's description. So for today, we can play until we get into a cabin. I don't know exactly when that is, but we'll find out. Once we get inside the cabin. Okie dokie. Would you like to see a recap? So they did tell me, like, you can just totally play the new game without really... You don't have to know what happened in the first one. Yeah, I think we should maybe skip it, just because I really want to play the first one. Can we watch the trailer of the first one to get the gist without the spoilers? I guess we could. That's a good idea. Okay, we're not watching the recap, but we will watch a trailer of the first game.
We are gathered here today to honor a person of great integrity, a pillar of the community, and a decorated war hero.
I don't believe the stories about what happened to you.
Of course you don't know. She took you away before it all happened.
I've been working on my research.
Looks great.
At night. I just don't want her to worry.
Lily was precious, special. Lily died. That's all there is to it.
Fuck off.
Just look at her, Claude.
That bike.
Fearless.
Every time I wake up, I am genuinely surprised that I'm not in jail.
You know how fast you were going?
Yes.
I can see why John likes it now.
Fan-fucking-tastic.
Kathy is totally his type. Okay, so someone dies and she thinks there's more to it, and that's the first game. Sorry for those who really want to recap, but no recap for me, because I really want to play it and find it out for myself. Games intended for mature audiences. Horror... explicit? I was like, how do you read that? Explicit violence, suicide, and other disturbing imagery. Viewer discretion advised. Okay. Look at that babe. 1998. Oh my god, I was 10 years old. I snore too.
We're closed. For fuck's sake.
Should I, hold on. I'm gonna put myself here, okay? Because their portrait is like right behind me. And her face looks really good, so I want... Oh, the coin is me! Oh, I thought that was like a collectible resting here. Oh, hello, kitty. Green eyes.
Hey, kid.
Oh, hi.
Oh, Lucas.
Gee, what happened to you? Looks like somebody's been through the ringer.
You should mind your own business, old man, before I bring up your ex-wife.
Hey, now, I'm just looking out for a former student of mine. And you're always my business.
Still very loud.
Oh, I bet I am. That's the only way a has-been like you could ever stay relevant.
Ha! Yeah, that must be it.
That's better.
Now, you gonna invite me in and just let me stand here like an asshole?
Fine, come in then. You want some coffee?
I got enough, old sis, thank you very much. That brew you make is rancid.
Oh, I did that on purpose. I wanted to do detective work, not dumb chores like some airbrained secretary.
Feigning incompetence, huh? Clever move.
I guess so. I just wish that shrewdness of mine could make me some money.
There's my segue. Did you hear the news on the Soothsayer?
I never took you for a sucker, Lucas. This is Cassidy. There's no way that reward is legit.
Also, can we just take a moment to appreciate the fact that this is entirely voice acted?
You're wrong. Mayor Adams is different. He's the real deal.
It's really pleasant to listen to.
And you know this how exactly?
Well, because it just so happens that I was hired to find dirt on the guy. I got nada. Zip. He's a total Boy Scout.
Whatever. We're still talking about a serial killer. Do I look suicidal to you?
You can still be a detective and make a good pot of coffee. I know, making coffee is not that difficult. Although, it is very personal though.
Kinda. You passed out at noon, stinking of booze, and that eviction notice hanging over your head isn't doing you any favors.
That's none of your concern. I'm handling it. I just need a goddamn case. A normal case. Free of homicidal maniacs.
Don't know what to tell you, kid. Things are looking kind of dry on that front, you dig?
Oh, God. Please don't try to sound hip, Lucas. Your Dick Tracy imitation is cringeworthy enough.
I suppose you could always pawn off that bike of yours. Buy you another month or two.
Oh, heck no. Oh, beautiful boy.
Tell him, Mildred. Lose the Catmobile? I'd rather chop off my left tit.
Okay.
I may be a has-been, but I'm fairly sure that self-mutilation won't do you much good. A couple $100K, on the other hand.
Oh, a couple $100K?
I love money just as much as the next girl, but, I mean, this isn't just a long shot. It's about as likely as Mildred turning vegan and taking up juggling.
Come on, one more case, for old time's sake. 50-50 split. How could anyone beat my rugged charm and your youthful vigor?
Lucas, we both know you're about as charming as a clown at a funeral. And the last time I saw my vigor was 3 tequila bottles ago.
All right. I know what I'm beating. I'll drop it.
Look, thanks for the tip. I might actually take a shot at that bounty, but you need to accept that we're not a team anymore. We had a good run, but I have my own thing going. Look, see? My name is on the frosted glass and everything.
I can respect that. You're not allergic to a little quid pro quo from time to time, though, are you?
Now, that I can do. That's how the world works anyway. It's all just an endless circle jerk of quid pro fucking quo.
I don't quite see things that way. But my door is always open if you'd like to discuss the case.
Sure. May the best woman win.
You telling me I
so
look good in a
funny.
dress? Later, kid.
Bye, Lucas.
Nice. The Soothsayer. Okay,
Well,
so...
it's not like I have anything better to do. I should have information on the Soothsayer somewhere in this room.
Cool. Okay. But first, the most important thing in this room is Mildred.
Who's the best fluff ball?
Yes! Oh, you can pet the cat! Oh my god! 10 out of 10 game. And I just keep petting as well. Oh, yes. Oh!
Couldn't agree more.
Cute! Oh, amazing.
I should grab this in case I need to snap some shots.
Okay, cool. So the cursor lights up gold when there's
The
something
yellow
I can
pages.
interact with.
Handy for looking up people and businesses.
Oh, this is the yellow pages?
Huh. I wish it was that easy.
Okay. Try to wrap up the case before it began. Oh, okay.
Just outdated casework. Can't bring myself to take them down. That cranky drawer is stuck good. I know Eileen had some magic trick to get it open. Too bad she's not around.
Maybe a screwdriver or something?
Various reference books and technical manuals.
Ugh, the fact that I don't have to read everything out
The
loud
city we're in, unfortunately.
is so nice. You can just chill and listen. A safe?
Empty. All this gumshoe has left to pawn is her dignity.
Picture of Cassidy. Newspaper rack. Bottle of tequila.
Yeah. Maybe there's something about the killings in these papers.
Cool.
All right. I found a few interesting articles about the most recent murder.
Cool. Oh, wow. Okay. Notebook. Oh, now I'm blocking this. Oh, well. I'll show you real quick. So just so you know what's there. But you're not really, like, there's my bag. So bringing this up, and then there's a notebook. That's the only thing that's blocked from view if I'm here. So I think that'll be fine. Stun gun, a Zippo lighter, lockpicks, a camera, and the newspaper articles. Why does it say Deborah here? Also cute. Can I move? Oh, I can. Wow. Soothsayer targets best-selling author. Cassidy's serial killer hits high-profile victim. At age 49, the one and only Deborah Sinclair was tragically taken from us. She was stabbed to death on May 8th in her iconic cabin. The chilling signature... Oh, so this might be the cabin where we have to stop playing. The chilling signature mirror left on the scene made it clear that she had become yet another soothsaying victim. We are told by sources in the Cassidy Police Department that there was no sign of a break-in and no items of value were stolen. The cause of death came as no surprise, acute blood loss caused by sharp force trauma. The circumstances surrounding this crime are strikingly similar to the original casualty of the Soothsayer, Rose Taylor, also a middle-aged woman stabbed to death in her home. This makes 5 victims in 3 months, and the lack of result on the case is starting to anger the citizens of Cassidy. Mayor Adams gave the following statement on May 11. I'll be the first to admit that I hope to see swifter progress concerning these killings. We plan to evaluate more radical measures in the coming weeks. Chief of Police had no comment. A number. Plumbing repair. Rivera's mural is finished. Renowned muralist Julio Rivera's latest masterpiece finally adorns the city center, weaving a visual narrative of resilience, aspiration, and hope. Grand opening of Marnie's. Docks strike continues. The city docks remain silent as workers strike and enters week 3. Talks between union leaders and management have stalled, causing significant disruptions to trade on the Mississippi. The Mississippi is huge, right? Because I only learned about that recently. I watched like a documentary on the state of Louisiana. And was it the Mississippi that goes from Louisiana all the way up north? Was that it? I hope I'm remembering right. Bright young minds converged at the annual City Science Fair last weekend. Maria Chen 15 secured top prize with her innovative water purification device. Oh, cool. Yeah, I never knew that. I know more than the normal American. Well, I watched a documentary. Well, I say documentary, but it was a YouTube video. But I watched a YouTuber about Louisiana because I was like, I was thinking about how I always say I love like the Bayou and New Orleans, and I was like, I actually couldn't point it out on a map, and I realized I know nothing about where it actually is. So I watched like a little bit on like the history of Louisiana and stuff. I'm sure most of it will slip out of my mind eventually, but I remember some things. Final Cassidy mine closed. On May 11, the only remaining active mine in the greater Cassidy area ceased its operations, marking the end of an era. One cannot help but wonder if the city of Gleam will be able to find a new identity and fill the void that its most lucrative industry left behind. Why does it say Deborah on sticky notes on it? Soothsayer viciously murders Deborah Sinclair. Oh, so it's just a note for this is about Deborah. Famous writer's life met an abrupt end. Oh, nice picture. Sinclair with her signature T. We are devastated to report that the 5th victim of the Soothsayer was none other than acclaimed author Deborah Sinclair, one of the most recognized faces of Cassidy. Loyal readers of Sinclair may realize that the previous victim, Jane Doe, was slain on the publication anniversary of Storm Chaser, one of Sinclair's classic novels. A simple coincidence, or do these murders have a deeper connection to the author? The murder occurred in Sinclair's famous writer's retreat near the border of the National Park. The National Park Service, NPS, was first on the site and is currently in control of the crime scene. As the NPS lacks the necessary training and resources to conduct murder investigations, we should expect that the crime scene will soon be handed over to the Soothsayer Task Force, the STF, at the KPD. For now, the body has been transported to the city morgue, awaiting clearance for a pathological examination. Chief Ranger Samuel Walker had the following comment: "We are still establishing all of the facts surrounding this crime. Please be patient. We all want to do right by Deborah." Deborah Sinclair was a longtime friend of the Gazette and led a prolific life with more than 30 novels published during her lifetime. That's a lot. On this sad day, we mourn the loss of a cultural icon, and we pray that her death will be the last at the hands of the vile Soothsayer. Historic statue vandalized. The iconic statue of Founders Square was defaced last night, with anarchist propaganda sprayed across its base. Authorities are investigating a worrying link to the ever-growing sprawl, Cassidy's equivalent of Los Angeles's infamous Skid Row. Oh, I see. Massive West Side power outage last night raises questions about Cassidy's aging electrical infrastructure and the urgent need for modernization and investment. Cool.
All right, I think that's everything I've got on Deborah in here. When I'm ready to leave, I should be able to learn more about the other victims at the library.
Good to know. Okay.
What bills? Never saw those. Nope, no siree.
If only it worked like that. Did I look at everything? Fan?
My biggest fan, as depressing as that is. An article in the Chicago Tribune about the Whitmore affair. My big breakthrough case last year. I've been meaning to get it framed, but I've been too busy with important things. You know, like drinking alone.
Answering
When there's
machine.
new messages, it blinks. It's high-tech like that.
Okay, I looked their phone.
Thankfully, I don't need to make any calls right now. Every time I pick that thing up, I pray there's still a dial tone.
Certificate.
My private investigator's license issued last year. I was worried how Lucas would react, so I applied for it behind his back. I couldn't have been more wrong, though. That old fart has been nothing but supportive since then.
Living area? Can I go there? Ooh. Oh, okay. So her office is her home. Helmets?
Extra helmets. Eileen used to wear one of them back when things were different.
Is Eileen in the first game?
Useful things for when the Catmobile needs a tune-up.
The Catmobile. I like that.
Every biker worth her salt has got a box like this somewhere. Uh-oh. That's quite a tequila face you got there, Kathy. Nah, I'll live with my current face.
I really like how the cursor lights up when I can interact with it. It makes it really clear what I can do in this
Before
area.
Rain investigation started going downhill. We worked great together, didn't we? I wish things didn't have to go the way they did.
Eileen is her friend and college roommate. She is in the first game. Okay, cool.
Keeps me in perfect
They were
timing.
roommates.
Ugh, don't make me hurl. I'm way too hungover for coffee.
Wouldn't that help, though? Oven, dirty dishes.
No time to do the stupid dishes. I've got a case to solve. Standard electric oven. Barely used.
Mine gets a lot of use.
I better not open that. Wouldn't want the mold to spread.
Pizza and pies. Not like sweet pies. I mean like, British pies. Like the doughy with like... My favorite is asparagus mushroom.
I better not open that. Nah, no fun alone and sober.
They also have a beef and blue cheese pie. Oh
my
my
walk-in
God.
closet. It's a real mess in there. I better not open the door or I'd risk spilling all sorts of shit out here. I better put that away later, for Mildred's sake. That little rascal has proven that yes, cats can get drunk.
Oh, careful there.
I shouldn't need to bring that. There's storage on the bike if I need it. Maybe later. The red one goes better with this set. Manhunt. I prefer their old material, but their latest album wasn't half bad.
The amount of voice acting this voice actress must have done for this game
How's it
is
hanging,
insane.
Lampy? Oh, cryptic chaos. Can't wait till they're back in town.
The fact that she has something to say about literally every little
I figured the room
thing.
needed some extra groove.
I love lava lamps. I was thinking maybe I should get a lava lamp so I could put it in the background. So you look at it.
I wish,
While
but if
I'm
I
gone.
don't shape up and get some work done, I'm gonna end up sleeping somewhere way less comfy. I wish, but if I don't shape up and get some work done, I'm gonna end up sleeping somewhere way less comfy.
Kathy will automatically go to bed when you have completed daily tasks. That's good to know. So the day just automatically progresses to the next. Well, I think that's it. Does Kat have food before we head out? Outside.
Nothing out there but a brick wall and a bucket load of misery.
I don't see any food bowls anywhere, but we're just gonna pretend that we feed the cat and then we head out. Okay. City library. Okay, so this is like the in-between travel screen. Got it. It's amazing. Okay, what can we click? Start
No
on the right.
thanks. Ballet is not my kind of scene.
I'll work my way to the left.
Nah, I got one at home. That an actual avocado tree? Sure looks the part.
Interesting. I wouldn't think the climate is good for
apparently
it.
if there's a fire, I'm supposed to run through those gigantic double doors 10 feet away. Phew, I'm saved. A plaque with some prominent donors. Interestingly, Deborah Sinclair is listed here.
Do we know Deborah Sinclair?
Ugh, plenty of bad memories from this place. Being forced here for school was the worst. The old librarian lady
Free
was the
Shuvakadu.
meanest hag you could imagine, and she had it out for me from the start.
That was the victim? Oh, I remembered Deborah and not the last name.
Hi, I need some help, please.
Of course. How can I be of assistance?
Soothsayer.
I'm looking to find some information on the Soothsayer.
Ah. Quite a few people have taken an interest in that case lately.
I see. So if we collect information, we get more conversation options.
That's so. Well, I'm not scared of a little competition. So, you got anything for me?
Yes. I would direct you to the microfilm viewer at the end of the hall. We have full scans of all of the major newspapers dating all the way back to the 50s.
Perfect. I should be able to browse those for some articles about the murders.
Indeed. If I may ask, what is your own interest in the case?
You probably heard there's a reward, right? I'm a PI, and money is tight, so...
I see. I suppose we each have our own ways to make a living.
Why am I suspicious of him?
What do you know about Deborah Sinclair?
Quite a bit. Do you have a more specific line of inquiry?
I think it's because of how he pauses in his sentences. It makes me think he's thinking about what he's saying a little too much.
What do you know about the murder?
I believe she was killed at her writer's retreat, stabbed to death. The police say the MO was similar to the other victims, with the shattered mirror and all that.
Where's this writer's retreat located exactly?
There's an area called Bear Creek, just on the border of the national park. Sinclair owned a small cabin there.
All right. Got it. That's a decent drive, so I think I'll head out there tomorrow.
Okay, cool. New location added. It makes me think of an English Haunting that we played earlier this year. When you get like new locations, you travel between them, get new information, go back and forth. That was great. I love that we played that. So we did this one.
What kind of books did Deborah write?
She dabbled in many different genres over the years, but her main bulk of work could probably be defined as horror, mystery, or a combination of the two. Afflicted,
Perfect.
Dead Ends Meet, and the Jenny Payne trilogy are some of her most well-known titles.
Huh, okay. Was she working on a new book when she died?
Sounds like something I would want to read.
I believe so, yes. But I don't have any details to share.
Was Deborah a popular author?
Oh, yes. Even before her death. Afterwards, her popularity has reached astronomical levels.
Wait, didn't she die super recent?
I can imagine. Borrowing one of her books now is out of the question, right?
Correct. 6 months wait minimum.
Damn.
Yeah, I figured.
Gotta get it on Kindle.
What do you know about Deborah's private life?
She had quite an interesting life. Adopted as a child, and her adoptive father, Sebastian Willis Sinclair, was an accomplished author in his own right.
Does that still make her a Nepo baby? If she's adopted? I guess so. You still grow up in a life where money is easily available.
Deborah's birth mother was a young homeless woman, and her father was a Native American. Deborah spent much of her life trying to track down her biological father, unsuccessfully. Perhaps in some part due to her roots. Deborah's books have often contained subject matter inspired by Native American religion.
Oh, cool.
She was childless and unmarried when she passed away. Rumors say she was gay, but God knows tabloids are quick to jump to conclusions. I don't think she ever clarified that matter to the public.
I immediately had like my guard up because I saw gay and God in the same sentence. I was like, oh, where are you going with this? Oh, okay.
If you are curious to learn more, I would highly recommend her acclaimed autobiography, Unbound.
Oh, I might check that out. Thanks for the information.
Okay. Yeah. That's it for now.
Thanks. I'll come back if I have more questions.
Very well. Good luck.
It was very helpful. A little too helpful. Okay, computer.
A workstation for the librarian. If I need to search for books, I could use the computer down the hall. You can rent one of those if you lack a fixed address.
In the library?
Hope things don't come to that. A bunch of magazines. Mostly celebrity gossip, it looks like.
Okay. How do I... Oh, I was gonna say, how do I walk this way? Walk this way! Okay. Bookshelf.
If I need a book, I should use the computer.
Okay. This is very cool. Well, here's the computer. Hee, the way she sat down, that was so cute. No results. Search the book title or author surname. Do I need to type it? Was that how you type it? Okay. He said to look at Unbound. Status unavailable. Long-awaited autobiography outlines the author's tumultuous life and rise to worldwide prominence. The book takes the form of a series of interviews by Sinclair's longtime friend and colleague, Stephen Collins. Okay. Thorns of the Wild. 3 strange friends are compelled to reunite in their hometown to confront the haunting memories of their childhood. Soon questions arise. Was the old gardener lady called Nettles truly a witch? And what actually happened when the 4th member of their group, 8-year-old Johnny P, mysteriously disappeared? This is legit. These are legit like books that I read. The truth is darker than any of them can imagine, and they will all come to learn the true reason why they are summoned there. Storm Chaser. An epic tale of a Native American warrior who sets out on a great quest to save his tribe from American settlers in the 1800s. Jenny Payne. Traveling magician and illusionist solves crimes around America using deduction and trickery. Then she goes to Europe to investigate her family's mysterious and dark past. And then the stakes are higher than ever when she goes to jail, framed for murder. Can she escape, clear her name, and stop the murderer from killing again? For the sake of mental clarity, David Walker leaves a successful business behind to retreat to a remote forest cabin. At first, the solitude is healing, but soon strange instincts take hold. It is as if David's mind is being reshaped by something primal and deeply unfamiliar. Are these sensations the echoes of an ancestral memory, the onset of madness, or the influence of an unseen force? As the line between reality and delusion blurs, David starts to feel an undeniable magnetic pull to the local caves. The truth he uncovers there could lead him to a darkness older than humanity itself. These are all unavailable, right? Evermore. Hannah's dating life has been a whirlwind of charm and mystery. Every man she meets seems perfect, yet something is strangely askew. Beneath their different faces and personalities, there's an inexplicable familiarity that she can't seem to shake. As Hannah tries to piece together these patterns, she begins to question not only her choices, but the very nature of the men drawn to her. Dead ends meet. A distant, lonely couple falls in love after meeting in a vivid shared dream. The pair becomes obsessed with reuniting in the real world, whilst opposed at every turn by a Mr. Clock, a mysterious and ruthless adversary. And afflicted. Kiona Thunderheart, a Native American tribeswoman and daughter of the chief, is forced to hunt down and kill her own father after he becomes possessed by a Wendigo and threatens their whole village. Can I read this one, please? That sounds pretty cool. Okay, let's look in into the Soothsayer. No results. Okay.
Anything I print should appear here. I think that includes printouts from that microfilm viewer at the end of the hall.
It said something about one of the victims was killed on like some kind of
Okay, let's see here. It would take ages
anniversary
to look
of
through all the
something?
microfilms since the killings began. So maybe I can figure out on what date the murder prior to Deborah's occurred. Hopefully I can deduce the date of the previous murder from the articles I picked up at the office.
Yes, he can.
When I have a good date written down, I can view the corresponding microfilm and look for useful information.
Okay. Hold on, because we did have that. Let's have a look. Jane Doe was slain on the publication anniversary of Storm Chaser. Let's go. April 25th, 1987. Hold on. It's time for notes. 04/25, 1987. So do I need to click on it here? Maybe?
All right, I've got a date written down. I can use that to find the corresponding microfilm.
Cool.
Yeah, this date should be good. I'll search through a week or so of microfilm, starting from the date I've written down. Hopefully I can find some useful information on the previous victim.
Cool, cool, cool.
Yes, there we go. I'll have these printed.
Cool. Me.
All right, rinse and repeat. I should try to determine the previous microfilm date based on the information in these new pages. That way I
Gotcha.
can make my way back from article to article, victim to victim, until I get all the way to the first murder. Let's see here.
I feel like that should just be available somewhere, that information, but... Soothsayer burns Jane Doe alive. What? The infamous Soothsayer has cranked up the heat on his killing spree as the latest... Oh, that's so insensitive to say that. As the latest victim, a young woman in her early 20s was determined to have been brutally burned alive on Constance Hill. The death occurred on the night of April 25th. Due to the state of the remains, Jane Doe's identity has been difficult to ascertain. Despite indications of dental work on the corpse, there were no matching dental records anywhere in the city, leading police to believe that the woman was not local. The lack of a struggle could mean that the victim was incapacitated, but the condition of the body gives little clarity on the matter. She could have been drugged. Picking a public site like this was a risky proposition for the Soothsayer, but he may have banked on the fact that distant witnesses would assume that the fire came from the nearby fire pit. Mayor Adams offered this comment. As unpleasant as it is, I must ask you to be patient. Let Ed, Cassidy Chief of Police Edgar Mitchell Brown, and his team, can I click on that? Can't save the name. And his team do their job. KPD has my full confidence in this matter, and City Hall stands vigilant to assist in any way we can. For our extensive coverage of the previous victim, Deacon Townsend, see issue 842. Can't I look at that then. Issue 842. Gonna write it down. Oh, so this is him. This is Ed. Okay. The Soothsayer has claimed a fourth victim, an unidentified woman estimated to have been... Oh, she was only 18! Her charred remains were found on the outskirts of Cassidy near the overlook at Constance Hill. The cause of death is yet to be determined. The Soothsayer victims do not seem to share any obvious similarities in terms of gender, age, occupation, or social class, and the killing methods, locations, and disposal of the bodies are all different. However, the killings have all occurred within the greater Cassidy area over a period of 3 months. That is so little time, which would indicate that the Soothsayer is somewhat local to the area. In related news, the Cassidy Chief of Police has recently announced that the investigation of these killings will be taken over by the newly created Soothsayer Task Force. Edgar Mitchell Brown said the following during a press conference on April 26. As of May 1st, the so-called Soothsayer slayings will be investigated by a dedicated task force of 8 senior detectives, handpicked from various divisions at the Cassidy Police Department. Rest assured that this elite group has every resource at their disposal. When asked whether or not the FBI would be involved, Mitchell Brown replied, "There is no federal jurisdiction in this case. I have no further comment." We'll take it. The Gazette has frequently criticized the Cassidy Police Department for their errors in the past, but credit where credit is due. This is a step in the right direction. Okay. So I wonder if I can just use this issue number, 842.
I know where Constance Hill is, but that's a fair distance from the city. Better save it for tomorrow. For now, I'll put Jane Doe on hold and see what I can find about the previous murder victim.
Okay.
Microfilms containing images of scanned newspapers. They're organized by calendar date.
Okay, so I can't just find
Microfilms
that. Okay. How do I get this then? Previous victim, Deacon Townsend. Maybe I should write his name down. Love the look of this game. I know, there's something so cozy about these kind of games. Nothing but good memories of similar games that we've played. I doubt anything shows up, but... Oops. No. It's weekly? Oh, so... Wait, what issue did we just look at? Oh, I see. Issue 845. 842. Your source of weekly news. Wednesday, April 29th. Okay. Wednesday, April 29th. 1, 2... So we need this issue.
Yes, this... Okay, let's have a look.
Soothsayer stages suicide of prolific deacon. We are sad to report that a third member of our community has been taken out by the so-called Soothsayer, who appears to be Cassidy's first serial killer. The victim's name was Benedict Townsend, age 51. Our sources say that his death occurred on April 3rd, and that Townsend was likely murdered in a staged suicide by hanging. Okay, his death was April 3rd. I don't know if that's important. I'll just say April 3rd behind his name. Townsend served as a deacon at the King of Kings Catholic Church, an old congregation dating back to the early 1900s. He was a beloved figure in the community, well known for his voluntary work. Reverend Hugh Winters, the pastor of the King of Kings, what a name, had the following to say. My heart aches for Ben's soul and everything he had left to give to the world, but I take some comfort in the fact that he is with the Lord now. And for the person or persons who did this to my friend, know that there will be a reckoning. Murder is a sin most vile, and God sees all. The King of Kings remains open as the crime occurred in the adjacent rectory building. However, the rectory will remain under lock and key until properly consecrated. Amusement park? Build on a mining site, may be revived and modernized. This is a big article. Facility was closed 1994. Accidents, lawsuits. But now they're planning to resurrect the facility. Aggressively investing in the entertainment sector. Critics raise concern about the safety and the preservation of the site's historical value. While we honor the park's past, including its tragedies, we see an opportunity to create a safe modern attraction. 3 killings in 2 months. Deacon Benedict Townsend, age 51, was found dead early on April 4th in the rectory of the King of Kings Catholic Church. The cause of death was determined to be hanging, but suicide has been ruled out by the KPD. An anonymous police source had the following to say: "Somebody else was involved. The positioning of the body and other logistics don't add up if he was alone. This scenario is eerily similar to that of Eric Holloway." Okay. The postman who met his demise on the ominous full moon night last month. Oh god, so we have to know when it's a full moon. Oh, I think it said it actually on the calendar. The moon stages. Last month. Okay. So the last full moon in March. His death was initially treated as a suicide but later revised to homicide. Now the Gazette brings you to the exclusive scoop. Both of these killings, as well as the brutal stabbing of Nurse Rose Taylor back in February, are linked by an object left at the scene, a shattered obsidian mirror, colloquially referred to as a scrying mirror. Oh, cool. These mirrors have been used since ancient times to see the future of communicate with the spirit world. Does the Soothsayer responsible for these murders have a religious motive? Our source continues, it's the signature. The killer is no hack. He hasn't left any other forensic evidence that can be traced back to him, so the mirror has to be deliberate. Townsend was a well-liked figure in the community, known for his charity work and a longtime member of the church. Edgar Mitchell Brown gave the following comment: "We are not classifying these homicides as serial offenses at this time, but trust we have our finest on the case. We urge our readers to demand that Mitchell Brown recognizes that the citizens of Cassidy have been cursed with our first serial killer in recorded history." Okay. There we go. Cool. Oh, I got a lot out of that one.
Okay. I'll make sure to look into that church later and maybe find the address. For now, let's move on to victim number 2.
Killed on last month's full moon. So that means he should be in this week's issue? If it comes out every Wednesday?
No.
Okay, I guess not. Let's just try the full moon then.
I'm on the right track with this date, but I think I've got the full moon and the new moon confused.
Oh. Maybe. So it's this one?
Yes, this should be the right date.
How nice of her to say that. Okay, suicide morphs into homicide. Wait, this one was looking like a suicide as well? Initially reported as a suicide, the death of Eric Holloway on March 12th. Okay, so March 12th. Let me write that down instead of full moon. Okay, got it. Officially reclassified by KPD as a homicide. Since this public death occurred, multiple reliable witnesses have come forward claiming that the victim was pushed off the roof of the building at 4 Verdon Street. However, there are no detailed descriptions of the perpetrator, likely due to the limited illumination of the roof area at night. Holloway led a quiet and simple life working as a mailman for the city and is said to have been well liked by his peers. However, there are unverified reports of mental health problems related to the death of his fiancée last year. Police sources told us that there are links to the brutal motel stabbing of Nurse Rose Taylor on Statehood Day. But we're reluctant to share further in details of an ongoing investigation. Protest for classical arts. Our goal was to show the beauty and relevance of classical arts in the same spaces largely dominated by modern art today. Okay. Grim fall under the full moon. On Thursday, March 12, at roughly 8 p.m., a 32-year-old man leapt from the roof of a 4-story apartment building at Verdun Street, instantly killing himself on the pavement below, making a grisly spectacle for neighbors and bystanders alike. Friends and neighbors claimed that the victim had struggled with the death of his girlfriend, but no suicide note had been recovered. Events like this reiterate that mental health and grief counseling should be a national concern, with more resources available for vulnerable people in crises. If you or anyone is having suicidal thoughts, you can reach the National Suicide Hotline. Wade Empire heiress takes over Wade Industries. Erica Wade. Billionaire Wade family. A lack of management experience. One of Erica's first acts as CEO was to conduct a dramatic reshuffling of the company's senior management. Ooh. I wonder how many hints are in the side articles, you know? Okay. So next up is
Eric's address isn't
Rose
too far
Taylor.
away, but I should learn all I can here before I visit any of the crime scenes. Coming up last, the very first victim of the Soothsayer.
Statehood Day. Does it say... Oh yeah, St. Patrick's Day. Statehood Day.
Yes, this
Nice.
should be the right date. Let's see here.
Cool. Now that's a Nepo baby, for sure. Satanist. A brutal stabbing... Oh, Rose, yeah. Yeah. I just need a day for February. A brutal stabbing occurred at the Azure Sky Motel on February 5th, and our sources now say that there is an occult angle to the killing, with some sort of artifact left on the scene. The husband of the victim was briefly detained but released a day later. Law enforcement claims that he remains a person of interest, however, and confirmed that the cause of death was multiple stab wounds to the chest. 28 stab wounds. Oh, that was it. Classical versus modern again. The classical arts thing. Oh, cool image. On February 7th, Rose Amanda Taylor, age 47, oh, that's Sean's birthday, was found dead by Robert Tippett, the owner of the Azure Sky Motel. Taylor had been stabbed to death by an unknown perpetrator. Blood everywhere, like a goddamn butcher room, Tippett says, wide-eyed, and continues to emphasize that this city is going to hell. You go ahead and print that. Neighbors report hearing a commotion from the room, but that was apparently a regular occurrence, so no one went to investigate. Taylor is survived by her husband and 2 children who have declined a request to be interviewed. The husband was briefly detained but is no longer considered a suspect. If you have any information about the murder of Rose Taylor, please contact the Cassidy Police Department. So there's not much on her. It's quite a short article. Oh, and Deborah Sinclair book signing. Big success. Massive turnout at her book signing event. Midnight and Me captured the hearts of readers nationwide. Pages and Tales bookstore not only highlighted Sinclair's rising popularity, but underscored the city's growing literary scene. Cool. So we have a new location too.
All right, that should be everything on the microfilms. I think I'll continue to focus on gathering information today and then head to each of the murder sites tomorrow.
Okay. If you need help with what to do next, try opening your notebook and query your active tasks. Notebook?
Rose Taylor, a nurse, was the first Soothsayer victim. She was stabbed to death in the Azure Sky Motel. I should see what I can find out about that motel.
Oh, I see. Okay. So maybe I should Google that. It feels like we're playing Root Tree Mania after all. We need a book on it. And we can't just search the shelves, right? We need a date for that. Did I?
I don't think I need to bother with the calendar anymore.
Okay, so we're definitely done on the micro. Maybe we should talk to the dude again? Click the tabs at the top of the notebook.
I think I'll look into that church next, the King of Kings.
Oh.
There was no mention of an address for it in the newspapers.
Oh, so we need to find out about that.
One more thing.
Yes?
One more thing. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 more
Are
things.
you familiar with the Azure Sky Motel?
Oh wait, I forgot. I need to
I'm
click.
afraid not.
Do you know anything about the King of Kings Catholic Church?
I'm not familiar with that church, sorry.
What do you know about scrying mirrors?
Not much, unfortunately. They're not within my area of expertise.
Okay.
What do you know about Jane Doe, the fourth Soothsayer victim?
Suddenly he doesn't know anything. I know.
Apart from Deborah Sinclair, I can't offer much insight on the Soothsayer victims.
Oh, okay.
Thanks. I'll come back if I have more questions.
Very well. Good luck.
Okay, so
A bunch of
how do I find more information on the church?
The King of Kings is a Catholic church here in the city. The adjacent rectory was where the third Soothsayer victim, Deacon Townsend, was killed. I'm not sure where exactly this church is, but I should be able to find out.
Maybe we should go see if we can go back. Oh, yeah, we can just go between locations. Ah, cool. Okay. Oh, look at that. Oh, ho, ho, ho. She doesn't want to go there today, though. Let's see if we can find him in the phone book.
Great. I've got the address to the church. I'll head over there tomorrow.
Okay. Time to pet the cat.
I think it's time to see what I can find about the Azure Sky Motel. It's likely in this phone book here.
Oh. Let me do that then.
Got the number. I'll call first and see if a visit makes sense. God knows I have to be careful with those last drops of gas left in the bike.
True. Oh, so this is where we get our phone numbers? Ah, I see. Cool.
Thank you for calling the Azure Sky Motel.
Azure Sky Motel.
Your oasis in Cassidy. How may I help you?
Hi there. This is Kathy Rain from Rain Investigations. I have some questions.
All right then.
So I hear that one of your tenants was murdered back in February? Rose Taylor.
No shit. Here I thought the boys in blue ransacked this whole place just for shits and giggles.
That happens more often than you'd think. Come on, man. Help a girl out.
Sorry for the attitude, but you know you're the umpteenth person to ask about that, right?
I figured.
I get that, so how about we stick with the short version?
Fine. No, I don't know anything that isn't in the paper. No, you can't see the room. It's rented out. And even if you did go in there, there's nothing that the cops or cleaners haven't removed since friggin' February.
Understood. So what about the next of kin? She had a husband, right?
Yeah, he came by later to pick up the personal effects. I just met the guy for a few minutes.
Did you catch his name?
I did, but I don't think he'd appreciate me giving out his name to some random lady on the phone.
True.
No offense.
I am a bit offended, actually. I'm not some random lady. I'm a licensed private investigator and a renowned one at that. Ever hear of the Whitmore affair?
That does sound familiar.
Well, that was me. Now, here's a friendly piece of advice. Choose the path of least resistance. I can be a much bigger pain in the ass than this Mr. Taylor, believe me.
All right, fine. It's Orson. Orson Taylor.
Orson Taylor. They were married.
That wasn't so hard, was it? Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
Second page already.
That's all, thanks.
You're welcome. Have a great day now.
Okay, cool. Do we want to... No, we don't want to call him. Okay.
All right, found the husband's number. Here's hoping he's willing to talk to me.
Nice, there we go.
You've reached the Taylors. No one's home right now, but if you leave your details after the beep, I'll get back to you.
Hi, Mr. Taylor. This is Kathy Rain, private investigator. I was wondering if I could ask you some questions. You can reach me at 555-142-062. Thanks in advance. Bye.
Such confidence.
I think I followed up on what I can today for each of the different victims. Just one thing left to do. I noticed that the Gazette had the best coverage of the Soothsayer out of all the city papers. I think it's time to pay a dear old friend a visit.
Okay, so we want to do that today. Oh, she was hungover, right? I was just thinking, like, wait, can you actually drive if you had tequila? How drunk are you? But maybe she slept it off. Oh, ho, ho, ho. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 locations already. Damn!
All right, here we are. Let's see how E is doing.
Oh, Eileen.
Hello, sunshine. How's my favorite Christian reporter?
Oh, what do you want, Kathy?
Oh, she's cute.
No small talk, huh? Can't I check in on a friend?
I wish, but we both know you only show up when you need something.
Uh-oh.
Ouch. Well, I did have something I wanted to talk to you about.
She ain't wrong.
Let's hear it then.
My little clippies aren't here. Okay, so we wanted to talk about just about the victims, right? So I guess we'll just start with the
What do you
Soothsayer.
know about the Soothsayer?
The serial killer? But... oh no, it's that stupid reward, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You betcha. Money in the bank, baby.
Oh, brother. I'd say this is a terrible idea, Kathy, but it's not like you listen to me anyway.
Oh, come on, Eileen. Don't be like that.
No, don't even go there. Do you know how many times I had to go to HR to get people to stop quoting that stupid song?
Poor old Johnny Ray. Set upon the radio.
Art, make her stop.
Why? It's not a half bad performance.
You guys are like peas in a pod.
Ugh, well, now I lost my groove. I hope you're happy.
Ecstatic. Are you done wasting my time now?
Oh, lighten up, E. Aren't you thrilled about another big case? Teaming up, just like old times?
You can't just pretend nothing happened, Kathy. You fired me, remember?
I'll unfire you?
Yeah, right. How do you even know you'll get that reward? This is Cassidy we're talking about.
I was thinking the same
music's
thing,
good.
but Lucas did his homework. He says this new mayor is the real deal.
That silly old man. He just wants one last case with his protege before retirement, even if it means you'll get yourselves serial killed.
And I'm all here for it.
Of course you are. It's not like self-preservation is anywhere on your hierarchy of needs.
Can't argue with that. So, speaking of my, needs, what do you know about Cassidy's most prolific murderer?
Not much. You should ask Art. He's much more up to date on that stuff, being our crime correspondent and all.
Okay. And this is like, oh, that's what it meant. So I can ask about stuff that's around here. Family photos.
Hey, your brother is pretty hot. Mind if I...
Not a chance, Kathy.
Still keeping that little bugger around, huh?
Oh, I wouldn't part with Ribbit for the world.
Ribbit.
I don't want to ask her about that.
Oh, okay. Cacti, city view, teacups, statue, camera, framed
I
article.
should probably look at that before I ask about it.
Okay.
What's your opinion on Art?
Oh, he's a great journalist. I have a lot to learn from him.
But...
No buts, Kathy. Stop trying to stir up trouble.
This screensaver. I used to have that one. Should we even ask her, or
What
should
do
we
you know
just
about Deborah Sinclair?
go straight to Art? Then?
I like her books, but I don't care much for celebrity gossip. Awful thing that happened to her, though.
Yeah. Okay,
I'll
she
let you get
doesn't
back to
have
work.
much to add for the
All right,
victims.
see you later.
So let's talk to Art first, or maybe look around. Maybe we should look at some stuff.
Jeez, now that's a busy calendar. The Cassidy Gazette, a mid-sized paper and one of the oldest still active in the city.
Her outfit?
Dude,
That's just
uncalled for.
Sorry, Summers, couldn't resist. Let me think. Disheartening, dismaying, dissatisfactory?
I think I'm looking for a stronger statement.
Then I'd go with depressing, distressing, or maybe demoralizing.
Demoralizing. Yes, perfect. Thanks, Art.
Anytime, kiddo.
Oh, nothing. I was just admiring your stuff.
Oh.
Uh-huh. Why don't you do that from where I can see you?
Oh, so I can't go behind him.
Fine, yeesh.
Can I not look at this?
I remember that.
Oh.
Something about a corrupt church. When the story broke, the place was shut down and some of the higher-ups went to jail. Some old sports trophy. Guess Art was into that in his oh-so-distant youth.
Okay, let's talk to him.
Art Hopkins. Just the man I need to see.
That's so. This better be good.
What do you know about the Soothsayer?
Everything.
What do I know? I made the Soothsayer. Before me, he was the Mirror Murderer, the Cassidy Ripper, or whatever derivative moniker those dullards at the Times or the Sun can muster up.
Oh, wow. So what's your take on the guy?
I could see right through you, Rain. You're a bad apple, and it stinks all the way up here. Finally got a whiff of that reward, huh?
Can't blame a girl for trying. You've got your sights on that money too, huh?
Who doesn't? It's 200 fucking grand. I got a juicy new lead, too.
A new lead, huh? I doubt it's that impressive.
Nice try. I'm not gonna slip up. Word of advice: go back to your cheaters and insurance frauds and leave the Soothsayer to the big boys.
Ugh.
What do you know about Deborah Sinclair? The most recent Soothsayer victim?
Don't waste your breath about the Soothsayer. I'm not gonna say squat.
Oh, okay.
All right, that's all I needed.
Okay, then.
Maybe Eileen knows more about his lead.
Hey, E, one more thing.
Yeah?
What do you know about this new lead that Art supposedly picked up on the Soothsayer?
Nothing. I don't work with him directly.
Maybe you could find out?
No, Kathy. I respect Art.
Do you?
I'm not gonna mess with his story.
He doesn't seem very respectable to me.
I don't want to ask her about that. So, I heard about this expose Art did on a church here in town.
Ask Eileen about the King of Kings. Oh, true.
Well, yes. It's not like Christians are immune to bad behavior.
But don't they think they go to hell for it?
Are you familiar with the King of Kings Catholic Church?
I'm not. My family, we're Protestants.
I see. You don't mix with the Catholics. Got it.
Have you heard of the Azure Sky Motel?
That's where one of those serial killings happened, right?
Yeah.
Thought it sounded familiar. I don't know anything else about it, though.
I'll let you get back to you.
All right.
Okay.
She respects Art too much to do a little digging, huh? That guy's a grade A asshole. It shouldn't take much to bring that out front and center.
I was just gonna click on that.
Word space is acting up again. What was that?
Turn
stupid
E against
shortcut?
Art.
Gotta get Art on Eileen's bad side. Shouldn't be too hard. That guy's a major douche.
Now it's freaking
Okay.
Try hitting escape.
Oh. Alright then.
How do we do that though?
Cacti rule.
Cacti rule.
No, I'm not that desperate to get hydrated.
Huh? Anyone
Nice
have a
view
good
of the
idea?
city.
Maybe
Can
the
I
camera?
pick your brain for just a few more moments?
You're lucky I'm in a patient mood.
How do you think Eileen is doing here?
I don't gossip about coworkers. Take that shit somewhere else.
Oh man, he has nothing bad to say.
I don't want to ask him about that. I don't want to ask him. I don't want to ask. I don't want to. I don't want to.
I don't want it.
I don't want it.
I don't want it.
I like your thorny little friends there on that windowsill.
The cactuses? Yeah,
Cacti.
can't seem to kill 'em off.
Dude, you're a journalist.
No matter how hard I try.
Plural.
That's cacti, Art. Are you sure you're a journalist?
Oh, fuck off.
This isn't a half bad office you've got here, Art.
Nobody asked for your opinion, Rain.
So, you're one of those green tea guys, huh?
Of course, I take my health very seriously.
Oh,
Do you?
I couldn't tell. You're about 48, right? I can see that receding hairline of yours.
He's wearing a hat.
Ha ha, you ain't exactly the poster child for health yourself, Rain. I could smell last night's booze all the way from here.
I see that somebody's desperate to milk their achievements on the high school sports team.
You were always picked last, weren't you, Rain?
That's a Michiru Pro, right? Early edition?
Correct. You got an eye for quality.
Force of habit. A PI with blurry pictures wouldn't last very long. That's quite the story you've got framed up there on that wall.
Oh, yes. One of my proudest accomplishments.
Ooh.
It must have taken ages to break that story, right?
Half a year undercover. Now that's a proper investigation.
Wow. I wouldn't make it 6 minutes, let alone 6 months. Bible thumpers. That's dedication.
Oh, God. I wouldn't make it 6 minutes, let alone 6 months among a bunch of embezzling Bible thumpers.
That's why I'm the best. I do what it takes to get the scoop.
What made you decide to investigate the church?
I had a family member in that parish. They told me some strange stories. Didn't take long for my reporter's instinct to kick in.
Oh. Must have been tough to ruin a loved one's place of worship.
They're better off, believe me. I'd prefer to keep them out of organized religion altogether, but at least now they're no longer associated with goddamn criminals.
She didn't like that.
What was the fallout? Some people were arrested, right?
If by some you mean a lot, yeah. 12 people charged, 9 convicted, and about 100 years of prison time sentenced in total.
Damn.
Damn. The state shut the church down too, right?
That's what I said.
I sure did.
That's a shame. They didn't have to punish the whole congregation just because the leadership was corrupt.
You don't know what the hell you're talking about. That place was rotten to the core.
Okay. Maybe that helps?
All right, that's all I needed.
Okay, then.
That wasn't a great look for Art, but I still don't think it was enough to get me on my side. Maybe I can try again?
Okay.
Can I pick your brain for just...
You're lucky.
So we talk
Can I
about it
ask you-
again?
Sure.
Okay, yeah,
It
let me
must have-
see.
Half a year under...
This
That's
one?
dedication. Lots of sermons to listen to, I take it?
Ugh, too many. I could feel my gray matter shrinking with every psalm, hymn, and other delusion thrown my way.
Ah,
What
okay.
made you...
I had a...
Oh.
There, and
What was
then...
the... Damn.
Oh, sure.
Damn. And then this
That's
one.
a shame.
You don't know.
Okay. She hated all of that, so hopefully.
All right, that's all I needed.
Okay.
Oof. I don't think Art's Eileen's favorite person right now.
Even though they're sitting right next to each other.
Hey, one more thing.
It's obvious what I'm
Yeah.
doing.
Man, I'm itching to know what Art's new lead on the Soothsayer is.
I bet, but I wouldn't know anything about that. Not that he's been my favorite person lately.
You could still find out, right? Don't you want to ruffle that arrogant prick's feathers a bit?
Oh, well...
Pretty please?
Okay, fine. I'll try, but no promises.
You're the best.
Either that or I'm just a slow learner.
Okay, cool.
I'll let you get back to your work.
All right, see you later.
So what's on our list for today then? Learn more at the
I should
Gazette.
learn what I can about the Soothsayer at the Gazette, both from Eileen and other sources. Art is one step ahead of me with the Soothsayer. I need to find out what his new lead is somehow.
Oh, you mean Agatha, my virtual pet?
Yes, that silly electronic Japanese thing.
She kinda died. I forgot her at home when I went to church.
My deepest condolences. Will there be a ceremony?
Very funny. It was a research project. You know I have to stay up to date on pop culture.
Sure. Keep telling yourself that, Summers.
So she said she would look into it, but how would we do that?
Are you familiar with scrying mirrors?
I think so, yeah. You mean the black ones made out of obsidian, right?
Oh.
Yep. What do you know about them?
Not a lot. I know they've been around since ancient times and that they're quite popular in New Age culture today. My friend Meadow is totally into that stuff. I bet she'd talk your ear off about it.
Oh? Sounds great. Where can I find her?
Let me call her tonight and ask first, okay? She can be a bit peculiar about things.
Sure.
Interesting.
Not a problem. Alrighty, it's getting late.
Oh,
I'm
that
gonna
was
get
it.
out of your hair before Art rats me out and calls security.
Oh, he wouldn't do that. He's not as bad as you think, Kathy. You guys are actually quite alike.
Maybe that's why we don't get
Oh
along.
God, you better take that back before you make me take up smoking again.
Huh. I have no doubt you'll be able to resist the temptation. Bye, Kathy.
Bye.
Okay, cool. Oh, kitty. Evening 1. Phone's ringing.
Rain Investigations.
Kathy, it's me, Eileen.
Hey, E. What's up?
Oh, just burning the midnight oil. So, I wanted to let you know that I found Art's new lead on the Soothsayer.
Amazing. Do tell.
Well, you know those people who were killed? Apparently, they were all under the influence of some sort of illegal drug.
Interesting. What type of drug?
I'm not sure, but this toxicology report here says that the street name is Pyre.
Pyre. Hold on. Drug.
Never heard of that one. I better go ask Lionel.
Lionel? Who is that?
My drug... Well, a friend of mine, that's all.
Yeah, I'd say you should take better care of yourself, Kathy, but you've heard it all before.
My
Pretty
drug
much,
dealer.
But seriously, thanks, E. I owe you one.
Don't worry about it. Oh, and by the way, you know Meadow, that friend I was telling you about?
Yeah. What about her?
She said you can come see her tomorrow. She's got an RV over on the west side, Sycamore Lane 21.
Sycamore
Perfect.
Lane.
I'll go talk to her in the morning.
Okie dokie. I gotta get back to work now, but I guess I'll see you around.
You bet. Catch you later, E.
Bye, Kathy.
That's nice of her to do that.
Pyre, huh? I better call the cop shop and ask Josh about that.
Josh's office. 101012. Heck of a lot of exploring tomorrow. I know, you have so many locations.
I'm not available right now. Please leave a message after the beep.
Hey, Josh, this is Kathy Rain. Been a while, huh? Let's meet and catch up. I have something I want to run by you. Hit me up at my work number, will ya? Okay, bye. All right, I guess that's that. Let's see if Lionel is at his usual spot.
Okay. Is it nighttime now? Yeah, cool. Downtown. Damn, Lionel. You look like you're
what's
up to
up,
no
Lionel?
good.
Hey, girlfriend. You here for the white stuff?
Not this time, buddy.
Oh, you broke?
Well, I am, but that's not...
You just broke. Well, I ain't giving you a tab. I'd never see my money back. No offense.
I don't want a fucking Coke tab, Lionel. I just had some questions.
Oh, what's with the hostility, girl? There's no reason to be unsavory among friends.
Sorry, rough day. Can I run something by you?
Go on, then. I suppose I got some time to spare.
We want to know about
Do you know
Pyre.
Pyre?
Oh, yeah. Strong trip, they say. I'd love to get my hands on some of that.
Hard to come by, I take it?
No doubt. I never got so much as a whiff of the stuff.
Oh, really? Who's slinging?
No one I know. Sketchy motherfuckers, though, whoever they are.
How so?
Well, for one, you won't find them on the corner like us, regular hard-working candy men.
Yeah, you're all salt of the earth. How do they conduct business then?
Well, they pretty much don't.
I'm not following.
Well, join the club, because it's some real candid camera shit.
So it gets around, but not through regular drug
Every now
dealer
and then,
means.
one of them dope fiends starts yapping on about some creepy fucker giving them Pyre, and it's always on the house. Trying to run an honest pusher out of business.
Some kind of obtuse marketing tactic?
If it is, those people sure as hell ain't capitalizing on it.
Yeah, if they don't charge for it.
Some half-assed DEA honeypot operation then?
No way. The feds don't give a fuck about Cassidy, trust me.
Who are these fiends then? Got any names?
Nah, I don't ask for names. And the junkie clientele all look the same to me, no offense.
Haha. So you don't know anyone who could get Pyre? Some drug dealer you are.
Now, I didn't say that. There is this one person who just might be able to pull it off.
Okay.
Yeah?
A friend of the boss. Ultra-wealthy connoisseur. Tries everything once, apparently. Rich. I mean old money rich. Deeply connected.
Ooh.
Quite the sales pitch. Are you gonna give me a name or just leave a girl hanging in suspense?
Now. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Surely a gumshoe such as yourself is well aware that information is a commodity.
I told you, I'm fucking broke,
Commodity.
Lionel.
And I ain't deaf. We're talking a simple exchange. If you find out who's slinging Pyre, you send the Love Lion a word.
Deal. Loaded guy's name, please.
It ain't a guy, strictly speaking. He's
Hannah
one of those,
Verdue.
transsexual types. Prefers to go by the name Hannah Verdue.
Okay. Did you have to say it like that?
Verdue. That rings a bell. Some French family, right? Mine owners?
Mine owners.
You tell me. Sounds about right.
Okay. Why did this pop up?
So what do you know about Hannah Verdue?
Not much, but I know she owns and runs a place on the south side. The Club of Hearts.
Catchy name. Casino?
Poetry club, if you can believe that.
I can. Sure sounds like an appropriate waste of money for a Verdue.
Yeah. I suppose those motherfuckers ran out of rooms to put golden bathtubs in.
Either that or mammoth wool rug suddenly went out of style.
Okay, so we have a location. Good.
That's it. Later, Lionel.
Until next time, hot stuff.
At least I think. I guess I could ask him
One more
about.
thing.
Yeah?
Club
So
of
that
Hearts?
poetry club. Do you know where it is?
South side. That's all I know. Never patronized myself.
Okay. Anything else he would know?
Are you familiar with the Azure Sky Motel?
Nah, haven't heard of the place.
I was wondering if maybe he did some dealings there. Okay.
That's it. Later, Lionel.
Until next time, hot stuff.
Hot stuff. We buy gold. Okay. Let's go back. See if we can find the location in the yellow pages. The Poetry Club.
All right, found an address.
Nice.
They're not open until Friday night, though. Guess I'll have to wait a couple of days.
Okay,
Ooh,
so...
I'm beat. You want to hit the sack, girl?
Oh.
Come on, then.
I guess I did it. Because it said if we do everything we can do, then it goes to the next day. Oh, cute. Why is it so ominous? Oh, we dreaming?
There's something I need to tell you.
Yeah, I know, kid. Time to move on, huh?
Yeah. Is it that obvious?
I wouldn't be much of a PI if I couldn't see the writing on the wall for this one. It was nice having you around, though, kid. You spruced up the place, I gotta say.
Well, don't get lazy without me. I'm sure you still have a couple of years of detective work left in you.
Oh, that's all I need. Just a couple of more cases. Then I'm riding off into the sunset.
What's going on?
He was looking worse, yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Something wrong with my vacation outfit?
Oh, no.
I've always been a sun-kissed kind of guy.
Creepy. Feel like he didn't survive. I mean, we saw him at the start of the game. Day 2.
Ooh, okay, Kathy. Enough loitering. Time to get back out there. You've got places to be.
Okay. I don't think I have to look at anything here. I doubt anything's changed. Oh, wait, can we...
Nah, I'll let her sleep.
Oh, okay. No talking to Mildred. Can we call him? Oh, there's a message.
Let's see here.
This is Orson Taylor. I only have one thing to say to you. Eat shit and die. Yeah, you heard me. I'm sick of being harassed by vultures like you. Stay the hell away from me and my family.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, I get it, bud. No need to be an asshole.
Okay, that's him off the list. Okay, he's not interested.
Let's see what this other message says.
New best friend.
Hey, Josh here. Busy day today, but I'll swing by your office tonight after my shift. All right? See you later.
Okay, so Josh tonight.
That's better. Hopefully he can give me some insight on Pyre. All right,
Okay.
That's it for messages.
What's that? Someone left a note? Where'd the bills go?
What's this? Pyre is the key. T. Damn. This T knows what I'm up to. The question is, are they friend or foe?
Do we have a T? Orson Taylor. Okay. So what's the plan for today? Do we start going by the murder victim? Oh yeah, we were gonna go see Meadow. Maybe we should do that first, and then we go by the crime scenes. Oh, exciting! Let's go! Let's go see Meadow first, yeah. Because I think we said something about seeing her in the morning. Oh, cute.
Good selection. I'm partial to cacti myself.
Sunflower.
Not a big fan of the flower, but roasted seeds? Yum.
How do you... What? Who doesn't like sunflowers? What is
If it
wrong
wasn't
with
for
you?
The atrocious backdrop, those could have actually provided some cozy ambiance.
Okay, I do not agree here, Kathy. This is lovely. Oh,
my lord.
Hello, you must be Meadow.
What? Did I step in something nasty on my way here?
have you attended to your root chakra lately?
I can't say I've been keeping tabs on that one.
Oh, you're such a treasure. Oh, how do I put this? Your root chakra is dog shit. It's a really crappy chakra. If I was a doctor and we were talking about your knee or shoulder, I would suggest just cutting it off. Just cut it right off. It's that bad.
Tell me how you really feel.
Oh, I'm fine. Thanks for asking. My chakras are in balance, from my toes all the way to the top of my noggin.
That's just peachy. Look, Eileen told you I was coming, right?
Oh, you're her. Oh, that's marvelous. Oh, wow. Okay.
What the heck is going on?
I'm sorry, but I can't have such blatant discord in my home. Take this pendant, love.
Oh,
I need a
okay.
single photograph of you wearing it. Lotus position. Find a place in nature touched by fire, earth, and wind.
I have no idea what you just said.
That's funny. See you later.
What a weirdo.
She won't even let
If
you
I want
in.
her help, I guess I need to find a spot to take that photo. Fire, earth, wind.
Okay. Oh, chakra pendant. Cool. Well, we have a camera.
For the chakra photo that Meadow wants, I'm supposed to find someplace associated with fire, earth, and wind.
Okay. Realign my fucking chakras.
Apparently, this oddball Meadow wants me to prove I've realigned my chakras. Supposedly, if I'm in the right place, I can do that.
Okay, that's great. Okay, oh god, maybe the cabin in the woods will be a good place for fire, earth, and wind?
I should look for clues about Deborah's murder, both inside and around her cabin.
Oh wait, that's not how I get there. Yeah. So... downtown, King of Kings. Oh, downtown we don't have to go. So Deborah is the cabin, right? So we can save her for last. We can... maybe we should do them in chronological order. So the first victim was Rose Taylor, right? At the motel. Oh no, wait, we weren't gonna go to the motel because the guy was like, there's nothing left there. So next up would be Eric Holloway. Let's have a look there.
A missing cat, roommate wanted, junk for sale.
No, not a missing cat.
And a Rachel complaining about neighbors blasting satanic death cult metal music. I gotta meet this neighbor and maybe bring my boombox for good measure. Well, those poor things are beyond help.
Okay. To roof.
Standard issue forensic seal. If somebody unauthorized is caught breaking this, they're going to jail.
And do we care about that?
Nothing but overdue bills. I don't think that's worth tampering with. Notes left from friends and family. Nothing in particular stands out.
Okay.
Eric's apartment under lock and seal. Standard issue forensic.
Okay.
Hooked on Jesus, huh? Guess they'd get along with Eileen. Standard issue mail. The next door neighbor of Eric. No reason to bother them unless I have reason to believe they knew Eric well.
Okay.
I always wanted to get a chance to use one of those things. Make a real mess somewhere.
Okay, nothing else to that side. We can check out the roof, I guess, if we want to. Maybe she doesn't want to. Oh, she does. There's buds there, cigarette buds.
Pretty tasteless if it wasn't here before the murder.
Ladder?
I think I'll save my climbing quota for later. Frag. Boy, this person gets around. I've seen their work all over town. God, I wish my apartment building had working AC. Been nagging my landlord for months about it.
I'm sure he's like, well, how would you pay your rent for a change? Oh.
Hello, Eric. Sorry you had to die like this. All dried up. No surprise, it's been months since the murder.
Any good notes?
It's all generic condolences. Except this note here. I miss you. It should have been us. May God watch over you. R.W.
R.W. We don't really have an R.W., I think.
Hello, Eric. Tons of spent candles. After dark, this little shrine must have looked quite nice under candlelight.
Okay, well, I don't really know what else to do here then. What about the door with the cross? Yeah. Is RW the neighbor?
Oh, and a
Rachel.
Complaining about neighbors. I gotta meet this neighbor.
Rachel is an R. Hold on. Can we check the nameplate?
Rachel Wang.
RW.
Oh, that's RW.
Hell yeah. Rachel, we need to talk. Knock, knock.
Who is it?
Hey, I just want to talk about Eric. I'm a private investigator.
No. No more detectives. Please, go away.
Well, that went well. I guess she doesn't trust people in my line of work.
Yeah, can't blame her. Okay. Earn Rachel's trust.
It seems that Rachel doesn't trust PIs. Maybe I need a different approach. I shouldn't be pushy about it.
Okay. What would be the different approach? Find the missing cat?
A missing cat, roommate wanted. Oh, and if only she knew what my record collection looks like.
How would we earn her trust? So we won't talk to her, so it's not like a conversation option. Can you do something about her music complaint? Okay, maybe we should go to King of Kings, since that's a religious spot as well. Let's see if we can find anything here.
The King of Kings Catholic Church, established 1904. Rows and rows of buried folks. Makes me think of Grandma. I'm glad I got a chance to reconnect with her a few years ago.
That is nice. Who's this person?
Hey there. How's it going?
No time to chat, young lady. I gotta get this old bird up and running. You'll have to come back later.
Maybe we can help?
Engine trouble? Can I help?
Maybe so. As long as you aren't a complete dimwit. See that toolbox?
Yeah? What about it?
It's real simple. I'll ask you for tools. You hand them over, one by one.
No problem. Sounds easy enough.
Good. Just don't hand me the wrong thing. That would be an abject disaster.
I think I can handle it. I happen to know a thing or two about engines.
That's so. There should be smooth sailing then. Let me know when you're ready.
All right, I'm ready. What do you need?
Hand over the medium-sized wrench, will ya? Not the rusty one.
Okay, so the rusty one is 12. So there has to be another 12 somewhere. Could be 13.
For heaven's sake.
Oh, he didn't like that one.
Medium wrench, not the rusty one.
Okay, then we'll try 11.
All right. Now something to cut a wire and check the voltage.
Okay, cut the wire with that and check the voltage with that.
Okay, that part is handled. Give me the regular pliers and then the big Phillips screwdriver.
Okay, regular pliers. The long, generic. And a big, small Phillips. Big flat. Oh, this one. This is funny.
Now I need the key set, the mini wrench, and the other big screwdriver. Not the one you gave me before.
Okay, key set, mini wrench. Okay, key set, mini wrench. Mini wrench. That's a 10. This is a 9. This is an 8. Maybe that one? Yes, yes, yes.
That's finished. What's next? Hand over the rusty wrench. Something to bash with. And the small flat screwdriver, will you?
Okay. Easy enough.
I got a 6-inch bolt here, a real oily little thing. First, I need something to clean it with, and then a tool to grip it properly.
6-inch bolt. Would that be the adjustable wrench, maybe? Nice.
Hand me the other type of screwdriver. Same size as the last one you gave me. Also, I need a wrench 2 sizes smaller than the last fixed size wrench.
I gave you 12, so you want 10. And I gave you the small flat, right? So let's do small Phillips. Okay.
I think that did it.
Oh.
Hit the ignition, lass.
Okay, you were about to break my brain, so
Okay, hang
thank
on.
God. Thank God.
Praise the Lord.
Apparently not a complete dimwit.
I prefer to go by Kathy, but thanks.
I didn't quite catch that, young lady.
No, never mind. Now I think I've deserved a little chat. You're Reverend Winters, right?
Indeed. Hugh Winters at your service. And who might you be?
The name is Rain, Kathy Rain. I'm a private investigator.
Oh, I see. Another one. Very
Another
well,
one.
ask your questions then.
Okay, we want to know about the place.
Care to tell me about your church?
Well, the King of Kings is a Catholic church with roots nearly as old as the city itself. These days, we're a fairly small congregation, around 200 active parishioners.
I see. So how long have you been a priest here?
Coming up on 30 years now.
Oh, so he was here for the scandal then.
Oh, wow, that's a long time.
I suppose so, yes. But I've been nothing but content here until the murder, that is. Things will never be the same.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Oh wait, that wasn't the scandal. That was a separate church, wasn't it? So the church that wasn't Eric. Eric was the one from the flat. So that was the Deacon Townsend. Benedict Townsend.
Can you tell me about Deacon Townsend? What was he like as a person?
I can, if you call him Ben. That's what he always preferred.
Oh, sure, I will. What was Ben like?
Ben.
I'm glad you asked, because these days most people know him as Ben, the murder victim. Isn't it a tragedy how a man's life's work can be so utterly overshadowed by his final moments?
Tragic indeed. Perhaps you can help me get a more nuanced view?
I'll try. Ben was a good man, a good Christian, and he always managed to stay optimistic despite leading quite a difficult life.
Difficult how?
I shouldn't say. He wouldn't want me to share all of his secrets. But trust me, he carried great pain.
Fair enough. Did he have any immediate family?
No, and he never married. He had distant relatives out of state, but as far as I know, they were estranged.
Okay. Next of kin?
never came into play. He had a written will and left everything to charity.
Wow.
Got it. Thanks.
Okay.
What do you know about scrying mirrors?
Well, they're pagan instruments used for millennia.
Pagan.
It would seem to me they have some ritualistic purpose for the Soothsayer.
What makes you say that? Couldn't they just be a signature or a decoy even?
No, I was there. That room, it was a place of sacrifice.
Ooh.
The view of my departed friend was a monstrous display. I shall never forget it.
So the reason I really came here was to ask about the Soothsayer.
Very well, go ahead.
Were you the one who found Ben at the scene?
He just said he did.
Yes, I was. In the rectory. Right here behind
Let
us.
Peepaw be the murderer.
Do you mind if I have a look inside?
Yes, I mind. It's my home. But the police already ransacked the place, and we had the whole room refurbished for the reconsecration.
I understand. Can you walk me through what happened that night then?
I still think it's more likely that it's the librarian, because I feel like if he lives here, it would bring too much suspicion on him if he's the killer. The librarian makes more sense, especially since one of the victims was killed on one of the book dates.
Well, I came back late, after traveling. The front door was unlocked, which is unusual, but not overly alarming. I entered and kept quiet in case Ben was asleep, but it didn't take long for me to notice that his bedroom door was wide open. That's when my eye caught the shadow of his hanging body.
Oh yeah, but he does make it look... It's weird that the killer makes it look like suicide at first glance, but then always puts a mirror at the scene. I wonder if there's a false victim where someone tries to get rid of someone and just puts a mirror there to be like, now everyone will think it's his murder.
I ran up to the doorway and saw him on full display, and, well, I froze from shock. It was immediately clear that there was nothing I could do. He wasn't moving. He wasn't making a sound. And his face was blue. The world didn't make sense until I got my bearings. Took a small step and heard the cracks of broken glass under my shoe. I saw the mirror shards and I realized that he didn't do that to himself. Someone must have done it to him. I carefully backed out of the room, called the emergency services, and they arrived shortly thereafter.
Did you notice any other relevant details in the room?
No, like I said, I was in shock. My friend was dead, murdered. I needed to get the authorities there, and I had to go pray.
Understandable. Who do you think did this to Ben?
I don't know. But he had plans to meet someone that night.
Oh?
A lost soul, he said. I never inquired in detail, saw no need to ask more. Now I obviously wish I had.
Maybe that's how the killer got inside.
Did Ben keep records of his meetings?
He did, but none were found, so I can only assume that the killer disposed of them.
Sounds likely. Was there anyone that he was seeing like this regularly?
I'm sure. I wouldn't know any specifics. I haven't been involved in that work lately.
Plus, isn't there like a confidentiality? Like you wouldn't really be able to give out that kind of information.
What do you know about Deborah Sinclair?
Except for Ben, I don't know much about any of these murder victims.
Okay. Do you think he knows about the drugs?
Have you ever heard of a drug called pyre?
I haven't, no. Why would you ask that?
Drug tests have shown that the Soothsayer victims had pyre in their bloodstream when they were killed.
Oh, right.
That's preposterous. Ben wouldn't go near anything like that. He didn't even drink coffee.
I mean, doesn't mean that he couldn't be drugged.
Covertly drugged then, maybe?
Yeah.
Or coerced?
Something along those lines. The Ben I knew would never voluntarily abuse narcotics.
It would be very easy for the killer to just slip something in his drink.
Does the name Rachel Wang mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not, Mike.
Okay, so she doesn't go here or
Do
anything.
you know the...
It may come as a shock.
Okay.
All right, that's all. I'll let you get back to the repairs.
Very well. Take care, young lady.
Didn't you
All right,
fix
looks
repairing
like that's
it?
all I'll be able to learn
Oh.
about the deacon here today.
Okay, good. So I did good on that. Then we can go. I do like that. I like that the game is like, yeah, you're done here. The Catmobile. Are they Mormon? No, but some people just prefer not to drink caffeine. Okay, so Jane Doe, we haven't checked yet, right?
Here we are, Constance Hill. This better be worth the trip.
Plane! There it goes!
Oh, neat. I can see my office building from here.
I can see my house from here! Do you see anyone, Wait, Catmobile? Why can I say... Oh,
the City of Gleam
right.
in all its glory.
I was like, why does it say Cassidy? But I forget the city's called Cassidy. Scorch marks. Oh, she's the one that got burnt? Oh, right. That's why she's Jane Doe, because they couldn't... There's nothing recognizable on her.
This must be it. This is where they found Jane Doe.
This poor lady.
No obvious clues. I'm not sure what I was expecting, but I guess there isn't much to find in this place.
Well, hopefully Pyre took her pain away. God. Earth, Wind, and Fire. Oh, yeah.
Well, it ain't city concrete if it isn't covered in spray paint. Looks like this place was a party spot. Well, it ain't city...
Okay. Cigarette butt. Tags.
Hey!
Whoa! God.
You're not supposed to be here!
What?
It's
Dude,
a free
chill
country,
out.
you nut job. Step off before you get hurt.
Your face is all wrong! Take it off!
Damn. Fight, fight, fight!
Get off me!
It speaks.
Get off me! That...
The bottle? Can you do anything? Flash camera in his face?
That...
Stun gun! Damn.
Christ. Cassidy junkies never disappoint. I'm not getting near that nutcase again.
Oh, we put it on. Oh. Now take a picture.
I've got Earth covered in this position, but I'm still missing both wind and fire.
Huh. Wind, oh.
I don't think the fire pit will convey the fire aspect well enough. It just looks like...
Okay. Yeah, what do we do?
Here. There's no clues to be found.
Can I put it on here? I doubt that's it, though.
That should be it.
Oh.
I better get this back to Meadow.
It's kind of morbid to think that we just took a picture where someone got burned alive, but okay. Are we just gonna leave him? Like, you just tased him. Shouldn't we get him help or something? Mountains.
There's a fairly big mountain range up north.
So
What
much
do
for
you know?
Chakra, I
Nothing but
know.
grime.
Okay, well, I guess there's nothing else really here then. Drive over him. Okay, well, since our chakras are now aligned because we tasered a drug addict, let's go talk to her.
Wow, look at you! You're positively glowing!
Thanks, I guess. I took that picture you wanted.
Oh, that's okay. I can see that your chakra is well taken care of. Oh, aren't you supposed to have scars, though?
For what?
Scars? What are you on about? I've got plenty of emotional ones, if that counts.
Oh, never mind. I must be confusing you with someone else. Have a seat, love.
Huh? What if she's the killer? Got your chakras out of dog shit territory. Okay, scrying mirrors.
Eileen tells me you know a thing or two about scrying mirrors.
Let's ask her a couple things.
You could say that. I am a practicing clairvoyant. What do you want to know?
What can a scrying mirror be used for?
A scrying mirror is a powerful artifact that can be used to channel the astral realm, perform divination, and even commune with spirits.
Ah. Can you walk me through your scrying process?
Sure. First off, the room should be dimly lit, preferably by candlelight. I like to use sage smoke to cleanse the air, and then I establish a protective circle to keep any negative energies at bay.
It's funny, seeing the incense just makes me think about getting tattooed, because the tattoo place I always get tattooed at, they always have incense. To just have a nice smell around, so that makes me think of getting tattooed.
I gently place the mirror in a steady position where I can look into it without using my hands. I make sure that the surface is clean and polished. I sit down, relax, calm my thoughts, and close my eyes. I visualize my intent, the knowledge I seek. When I'm ready, I open my eyes and gaze through, not into, the mirror.
I see. And this is when you're supposed to get the visions?
With some patience, yes. The scrying is not always successful, mind you. Spirits are a fickle bunch.
I love how in real life I have no patience for these kind of people with like crystals and things and chakras, and I'm always like, I don't know how to like deal with this. I'm way down to earth for this. But then in games I'm always like, tell me more. I love this.
What can a scrying mirror?
A scrying mirror is a powerful artifact that can be used to channel the astral.
Ah.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
I see.
I see.
With.
Okay.
Why is obsidian used in traditional scrying mirrors?
Because of its rich mystical potency, of course. Obsidian is strongly grounded in the astral plane, which makes it ideal not only as a vessel for divination, but also for protecting the scryer and cleansing any negative energies.
So it's pretty much spiritual duct tape?
Spot on, sister.
Where can I get a scrying mirror?
You're in luck. I have a spare one right here.
Oh, shit.
Someone I don't like left it after a botched divination, so I'm totally fine with giving it to you and pretending I never saw it.
I'm telling you, she might be the killer.
Sure. Thanks.
She just kills people because she's like, your chakra is misaligned. You need to not be on this earth. I will send you to the astral plane.
Oh, and just so you know, this is just made of painted glass. All serious practitioners use obsidian mirrors, so don't expect too much, okay?
Oh, okay, so it's a cheap one.
I'll try to keep my expectations in check. Can we do a scrying session together?
Sure. I charge $250 per session. I can pen you in next week?
I think I'll pass on that one.
No, thank you. I could buy so many games with $250. Are you kidding me? Okay. Does she know about pyre?
Have you heard of a drug called pyre?
Nope. Good old shrooms are my kind of high.
Huh, I can see that. Not a fan of psychedelics myself. This gal's got a truckload of emotional baggage. Way too much fuel for bad trips.
Yeah, I will never ever mess with any kind of drugs. Anything that has the risk of like becoming a bad trip, no thanks. I don't even want to try, just because of the possibility that that might happen. Nope.
I don't want to ask her about that.
Okay, Club of Hearts.
I see on this poster of yours that you're familiar with the Club of Hearts.
Yep. It's one of my favorite spots in the city.
Oh, what do you know?
Yeah? What's so great about it?
Oh, everything. The vibe, the poetry, the people.
But nothing bad. I don't have anything bad to say about people who like microdose or anything. I don't care at all.
Sounds interesting.
All fine
I'm planning
by me.
to check the place out tomorrow.
Just not for me.
Oh, that's super neat. I'm sure it'll do wonders for your chakras. They're still pretty crappy, you know.
God, I love that we met her and she's just like, God, your chakras are dog shit.
Yeah, I bet they are.
That was so funny.
Do you know who Hannah Verdu is?
She must know.
Of course. She's the one and only queen of the Club of Hearts.
Yeah? Are you two friendly?
Oh no, I'm just a mere patron at her club. I would be.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so she's a mere patron. She doesn't know her.
Do you know the Azure Sky Motel?
Nope, not a motel enthusiast.
Plus, she has her home on the road. Rose, Eric, King of Kings.
Are you familiar with the King of Kings Catholic Church?
No churches for me. Certified heathen over here.
We should form a club.
Certified heathen.
What
the
do
author?
you know about Deborah Sinclair, the latest Soothsayer victim?
She might have read a book or two.
I don't stay up to date on murders and stuff like that. No offense.
What do you know about the Soothsayer?
Quite the enigma, aren't they? A soothsayer is a seer, a pursuer of wisdom. An obsessive search for truth often leads down a dark and twisted path. Perhaps that is what happened to our killer?
So do you think the Soothsayer is legit? The business with the mirrors isn't just for show?
Oh, I'm just a silly Wicca. But wouldn't it be
A silly
goofy to
Wicca.
go through all of that trouble just to make everyone think there's something they're not?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
Time for me to go. See ya.
Bye now.
Did we learn everything we wanted to know? Maybe? If that pops up, oh, you didn't really see it, but like a little thing pops up every now and then that's like a check mark. I wonder if that means that we're kind of like, yeah. So these are the only things left. So to investigate Verdon Street, we need to earn Rachel's trust. So how are we going to earn Rachel's trust? We're not going to do it with a scrying mirror, right? Should we make our way to the cabin? Maybe we'll find something there. I'm purposely trying to stay away from the cabin because I know that the cabin is our cutoff. But maybe that's the only thing left to do. We didn't ask the pastor about Rachel, yeah. We're done at the King of Kings. Lockpick the neighbor's place and steal the stereo. She did say, she was like, I could bring my boombox, but I don't think that would earn her trust.
Hey there, buddy.
Welcome, visitor. You may place your tribute to our lost legend, Deborah Sinclair, on this rock. To your right.
Oh. Great. I'll get on with that in a minute. Who are you?
Name's Randy Malkins, president of the one and only SSS.
SSS?
Sinclair Saga Squad, of course. From whence do you hail, fair lady?
Oh, I live over in the city. Cassidy.
I mean, which fan club do you belong to?
Debbie's Literary Gang, Sinclair's Chronicle Society, Deb's Dynamic Devotees, Sinclair's Aficionados Supreme, Dazzling Debbie's Chapter Chasers. Oh, I like that one. Dazzling Debbie. Yeah.
Dazzling Debbie's Chapter Chasers. Of course.
Never heard of it. It must be local?
Yep. Yes, quite local. I'm Kathy, by the way. Kathy Rain.
Oh, that's a
strong
lovely
Milady vibes. I know.
It sounds
Milady.
like a character in a book.
I wouldn't be surprised if there was like a fedora.
Well,
somewhere
I
here.
certainly have days when I wish I was made up.
Whoa, that's deep.
Huh. Do you mind if I ask you a few things?
Always happy to talk to a fellow fan.
Okay.
What do you know about the Soothsayer?
Only that he took a legendary author away from us.
So, let's talk about Deborah.
My favorite topic. Don't mind if we do.
So, her death. Do you know what happened?
Well, I follow the news like everybody else. I didn't think much of the killings. These things happen. But never
That's
in a million
crazy.
years would I expect poor Deb
People
to
get
become
killed
a
all the
victim.
time. I don't really think about it.
So, do you know the sequence of events exactly?
Supposedly, some maniac came out here and stabbed her. Right in this cabin. No sign of a forced entry. So either the door was open, or she let him in.
Any idea of who would want to do that to her? Did she have any enemies?
It must be someone who's like really charismatic or sociable. The fact that he's found a way, because yeah, could be a woman, but the fact that they found a way into all of their houses.
No, everybody loved Debbie. Whoever did this is a
And drug
twisted,
them?
sick person.
We still have to consider the possibility that it was, one of us.
A fan? No way. I refuse to believe that.
Well, what about the fact that one of the victims was killed on the anniversary of Storm Chaser?
Yeah, that's an odd one. Not sure what to think, but in the end, only the killer knows why he chose that date.
Would anyone benefit from her death then? Some relative who would get the book royalties, maybe?
She had no close relatives, so I'm not sure who would be next in line. I'd be surprised if she had no written will, though. I bet most of that money will go to charity, benefiting Native Americans.
Do you know if Deborah was writing a new book when she died?
Oh, yes. Years in the making. Enshrouded in mystery. Now we'll never get to read it.
Do you know what it was about?
I wish, but no.
I wish.
Deb was tight-lipped about that one. All she stated publicly is that it wasn't a sequel.
Okay, a new story.
Have you ever met Deborah in person?
I bet he went to that signing that she did.
For sure. A bunch of times.
Yeah.
Only briefly, though. At fan gatherings, book signings, and things like that.
What's your favorite Deborah Sinclair book?
It's The Church.
Oh, man. That depends on my mood. But I generally have a weak spot for her early experimental work, like Evermore and The Guidance.
I'm still thinking librarian. Okay. Scrying
Do you know
mirrors?
anything about scrying mirrors?
Not really. I just heard that they were connected to the murders.
Do you know the Club of Hearts?
Sure. It's an exclusive poetry club in Southside Cassidy.
Oh.
Love the place.
He knows it too.
Oh, neat. You're a regular?
Sure am. Poetry is my kind of jam.
I don't need to ask him about that. Do you know who Hannah Verdew is?
Oh, sure. She's a leading figure in the Cassidy poetry scene. I always try to drop by the Club of Hearts when I'm in town.
Ah, I see. Have you met her?
An average guy like me? I wish. I've seen her from a distance in her club, but that's about it.
Huh. Okay, well, let's have a look
I'll
around.
let you get back to your reading.
Don't be a stranger.
Firewood. Birdhouse. Cooler. Shrine.
Fuel for a heater or fireplace. That little supply won't last long in the winter, but this place probably isn't set up for year-round occupancy.
Okay.
Chirp-free. Must be lacking tenants at the moment.
Canadian accent. It could be, yeah. Might be.
People have come by to pay their respects to Deborah. Looks like he brought refreshments.
There's something so morbid about a fan reading a book of the person who got killed in the cabin. I would not feel
lavender
okay
plant. Smells nice.
just hanging out here reading like that. It's a bit fucked.
It's got a lock on it. Guess Deborah didn't want people snooping through her mail.
Can you try giving
can't see
Hannah the
much from out here.
handwritten note? The handwritten note? Give it to who? Hold on. Oh, maybe, but we can't go to the club until in the weekend.
Shoot, the cops didn't leave the door open. Just my luck, huh?
I mean, it's very recent, isn't it?
Those must create some cozy ambiance at night.
Ambiance. Okay.
That's a nice little shrine you've set up here.
Isn't it? The people have come from all over the country to send Deborah off.
So, how long have you been parked here?
Let me think.
10 days.
10 days-ish?
Holy Well, that's some dedication, buddy.
Hey, thanks.
Damn.
I see you brought drinks.
Yep. Perfect weather for some iced tea.
I don't want to ask about... I don't want to...
Just checking.
I wonder if there's still any of Deborah's mail in there.
I doubt it. If there was, the cops must have taken it.
True.
So it would be pretty interesting to have a look inside the cabin, huh?
Oh, I have definitely entertained the thought. Who wouldn't want a closer look inside the famous cabin of Deborah Sinclair?
So why not? There's no one else here. I won't tell if you won't.
Is she trying to get him to open the door so she won't be charged for it?
That's so? I'm not sure your intentions are pure. Maybe if I knew you were a true fan of Deborah Sinclair.
Oh, but I am. I told you. I'm a longtime member of Dazzling Debbie's Chapter Chasers. You know, the old DDCC.
Uh-huh. Then I guess you wouldn't mind answering a few questions about our favorite author. Now, would ya?
Of course not. That would be easy peasy for an avid fan like me.
I'm glad. Let me just dig out this old beaut for you then.
Well, hopefully I can remember what I read in the library.
The official SSS membership application form.
Turns out he's the only member.
A written quiz? Are you fucking serious?
You chicken? Yeah, I figured you were just a poser.
Oh, shut up and give me that thing.
There you are. Let me know when you're ready to hand it in.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
I'll let you get back to your reading.
Don't be a stranger.
Let me have a look at it. Oh, that was good. In between installments of the Jenny Payne series, Deborah wrote 2 other books. Okay, we need to go to the library for that. There it is. Okay, Deborah Sinclair. Is it Deborah with a H? Was that it? Okay, so the question was, she wrote 2 books. I wish I could look at that at the same time. Between... Okay, let me just write some stuff down. So 1 was in 1985. 2 was 1989. And then 3 was 1993. Okay. So Afflicted was 1991. 1995, so that's not it. 1980, so that's not it. 1978, no. Storm Chaser is 87, so that's between 1 and 2. Thorns of the Wild is 83, so that's before. And Unbound is 96, that's after. Wait, didn't he say... Hold on. In between installments of the series, she wrote... Oh, okay, so she wrote... What do those books have in common? Oh, so it's not even which ones did she... Okay, so what do Storm Chaser and Afflicted have in common? Native American. Afflicted. Yeah, Native American... Well, how do you call that? They have Native American culture? History in common? Maybe culture? What alternate pseudonym or pen name has Deborah Sinclair occasionally used? Hint, adoptive father. Where did we read about her again? There was some article that we saw. Protagonists. Oh, that's the word I'm looking for. Yes. Protagonists. Okay. Yeah, maybe he told us.
Hey there.
Certainly.
Can I pick your...
Sure.
Private life?
What do you know about Deborah's private life?
She had quite an interesting life.
Willis.
Adopted as a child, and her adoptive father, Sebastian Willis Sinclair, was an accomplished author in his own right. Deborah's birth mother was a young homeless woman and her father was a Native American. Deborah spent much of her life trying to track down her biological father, unsuccessfully, perhaps in some part due to her roots. She was childless and unmarried when she... If you are curious to...
Oh, I might check.
Okay. Okay.
Thanks. I'll come back if I have more.
Very well.
Let's see. What alternate pseudonym or pen name has Deborah Sinclair occasionally used? Hint. So maybe if we search Willis. D. Willis. Travel history, seeks refuge. How would we find out? Oh, Sebastian Willis Sinclair. 1963. So this, her dad wrote this. So this might be her? 1994, the date matches up. So Deborah Willis? Maybe? Deborah ghost wrote a chapter for a friend of hers in what novel? How would we find out a friend of hers? Oh, maybe the friend who's writing the autobiography, Unbound? Stephen Collins. Stephen Collins. Complete Deborah's famous writer's block remedy. Gently daydreaming in a rocking hammock, surrounded by the smell of something and sipping on a glass of iced tea, maybe? Where would we find out about that? That's in the newspaper? Tea? Oh, yeah. Yaupon? Is that A-U? Oh, yeah, that's a U for sure. What would she be smelling, though? What you smelling? Oh, lavender. Lavender was outside of her house. That might be it. Smell of lavender and sipping a glass of Yaupon tea. Okay, I think we aced this. Need to put the book title? Oh, not the name? Oh, in what novel? Oh. In his novel, that's hers. I thought she didn't wrote Unbound. Oh. Okay, so we're looking for Collins. Botched bank robbery. Rumored to contain ghostwritten chapters by other authors. The Mauve Affair. Okay, I don't want to not forget how to write that. The Mauve Affair. Like that, right? We good?
Hey, Randy?
Yep.
Here, I finished your stupid quiz.
I'll be damned.
Told ya. Now, how can we get that door open?
Well, a spare key could be around here somewhere.
Yeah, any idea of where Debbie could
the
have put
birdhouse.
You know, this makes me think of Thorns of the Wild. When Johnny was trying to enter Miss Goodman's house, the key wasn't just put in a flower pot. It was buried in the dirt.
Why would she put her own...
It can't hurt to try.
That won't make sense, though.
Moment
Why would
of
she do
truth.
that? Because then a stalker would just be like, in her book, she does this.
This must be a spare key.
Are we just gonna go in
Shoot,
then?
The cops didn't leave the door open. Just my luck, huh?
Do I... We're in. Damn. And the problem is that that is where we have to stop. Oh, I want to keep going. But it was It is 2.5 hours though, so it is a good length and a good stopping point. Yeah. Let me go back out. Because we're not allowed to... We're not allowed in there. But he doesn't really have anything else to tell us, right? Hey, Randy?
Hey, Randy?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll let you get back to your...
Don't be a...
How do I, save? Do I not have any saves? Okay, Detective Goobus. Okay. Nice. Oh, it does have autosaves. Oh, and it saves and quit when I do that. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was great. I can't wait to play more. This is like the perfect point and click for us. Unusual for us to do 2 before 1, but 2 just came out, so this is more like on topic for now. And then if people like this, I can always go back to 1. Yeah, really nice. I love this kind of style of game, and the voice acting is so good. It's nice to... It also reminds me of Hobbs Barrow game. That was also really good voice acting, where it was just really nice to like click around and figure some stuff out and just listen to them talk. I really like it. I love the art style, yeah. I love her too. She's got spunk. I like it. So we were sponsored for this first section. If you are interested in the game, definitely check it out on Steam. There's a bundle now as well. The game is on sale right now, and there's a bundle with the first game, the director's cut. And you get more discount if you buy the bundle. If you're watching on YouTube in the future, hello YouTube. The link will be in the video subscription for you, but for us, at the top of the chat, definitely check out the game because it's on sale right now. But that's it, really. I can't believe they were like, it could be 1 hour to get to the cabin. I was like, no, we took 2.5 hours to get there. We took our time. It was about time I dipped my toes into the Kathy Rain franchise, I think. So I'm really happy I got to do this today.